How you doing, Guardians? This is Beard versus the World, and I'm Hunter V. This video, I am going to be showing you that it is possible to two-man the new Prison of Elders level 32 as a level 32. Um, Me and my buddy were going through this, kind of just seeing how it is. He's never done it before. I did it once before. I did it twice. I did level 28 and a level 32. And we actually got to round 4, and I was like, holy crap, we got to round 4 as 32s going against 32. So let me start recording this. So if you haven't done Prison of Elders yet, you do random, if you do level 28, it is 4 rounds, and then the 5th round is the boss round. If you do level 32, it is it's 4 rounds of 3 waves each. Once you get into the 2nd round, you start getting critical objectives. And there's 4 rounds of that, and then the 5th round is the boss fight. In level 32, it's 3 rounds of 5 waves. Round 2, you start getting critical objectives. Critical objectives could be anything from defuse a mine, destroy a mine, eliminate a target before it reaches a spot. So we're going through this, and we haven't reset at all so far. And this is the 4th round, and in level 32, the 4th and 5th round are boss battles. So as you can see, me and my buddy are playing. As soon as we got in the stage, I found that if you go straight to the left back, there's always like a wall to your left and like nothing really to your right. So you kind of stay in this little area right here. There's barriers you can hide behind, and we always find that in this area over here, it's good to go. So the whole objective of this part is you got to kill that big Crota looking thing that's roaming around in the middle. You'll see it every once in a while. That thing, you got to kill that. And that's the whole main part of this. But meanwhile, they're throwing waves at you and stuff like that. So me and my buddy, we're just, we're both level 32. We're just communicating back and forth, making sure, we know what each other is doing, He's a hunter, or not hunter, he's a warlock with Radiance. I'm a Titan with the Defender class with Bubble. Blessings of Light. The only time I ever use Weapons of Light is when I'm going against Atheon in a Vaulted Glass. That's the only time I ever use Weapons of Light. Blessings of Light is by far the best one, in my opinion. Even in Crucible, I understand Armor of Light gives you the bubble, gives you the thing, but all you gotta do is hop out and hop back in, and it lasts, lasts a pretty long time. So we're just constantly laying waste to this guy. I'm using my Word of Crota, not 365, 331. I'm not sure what my buddy's using, but we're just going through it, taking our time. Not that difficult. We haven't reset yet. 2-man in Prison of Elders level 32 as 32, so it's not that bad so far. We both reach level 33. That's the one thing that's cool about the Prison of Elders level 32. You get an armor core. If you get an armor core for this week, you can get a gauntlet for one of your guys. The gauntlet, if you're level 32 now, that gauntlet will make you level 33. So the way it works with new House of Wolves stuff is that the armor you get from the vendors and everything else is exactly the same as the armor you have now. So if you're like me and you're doing Vaulted Glass and stuff like that, not Vaulted Glass, Crota's End, you're doing the Crota raid, and you're already level 32 already, the new vendor gear, it's not really anything for you. The new gear from the current vendors, the New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, and the Future War Clan. That armor is just as good as the armor you have now. You still have to put Etheric Light into it to give it that 360, or to give it that new light level of 34. The only way you could get Etheric Light, though, is you can get it randomly from Nightfall. You can get it from Iron Banner reaching rank 3, rank 5, which is not going on this week. Or you can get it from Prison of Elders level 34. Now, I am gonna attempt level 34 as a 33 to see how it goes. You know, because you can still do damage. It's just like 10% buff or whatever, 10% nerf or whatever. So we just finished this part. So we just did round 4. So now we're about to do round 5. Round 5 for this one is Cabal. And he has a crazy mechanic that I really like how Bungie's really like using all these different mechanics that we haven't seen at all. It's not like they're just refurbishing stuff and kind of putting a new skin on it. They're really using new mechanics. So the new mechanic that we fight is that it's like a Valis T'Ark kind of guy. I think it's actually his brother. I think it's like Talis T'Ark or something. But what it is, when you go in there, he has a solar shield. Okay. Once you get rid of his solar shield, a little thing will pop up on the bottom of the screen and says, you know, he reconfigured and regenerated his shield. Okay. What that means is that he can change his shield. So he starts off as solar. He can switch over to void. He can switch over to arc, which definitely changes the game a little bit. Once he switches to, like you'll see in this video, once he switches to arc, I change my secondary weapon to the Vespear Dynasty, the little sidearm he gave me. But yeah, so we can start going into him with Gjallarhorns real quick, get his life down really fast, and then he changes his. He eventually, once we drop it down, you'll see it right there. Tereg recalibrates his shield, so now it is going to be. I want to say it's arc now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's arc. So I think my buddy actually uses the arc. I think he switches to an arc rocket launcher or something. Anyway, so we just keep going into them, and as you can see, we're playing smart. We only separate one time. We kind of do that on purpose. We separate one time to kind of draw them away from one of us. And my buddy has Radiant, so it's not that bad. He can pop Radiant if he needs to get me. But we kind of stick together for a really long time, and then there's a point where I'm just like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta find somewhere else to go. So I kind of just run over here to this other safe spot like I talked about earlier. In the back left, over here on every single stage, there's going to be like this little area where it's kind of safe where you can go. And that's kind of what me and my buddy do the first 3 rounds. And I kind of wish I would have videoed the first 3 rounds, but I really honestly did not think we were going to be able to get this far. Me and this guy, we always do Nightfalls usually together, just me and him, up to this point. And some of the Nightfall, if you didn't Nightfall yet, this week I have a video on it. A pretty good walkthrough. I've done Nightfall about 3 times this week so far. And it's, you know, it's a pretty good little walkthrough, kind of give you the base, a good little spot that kind of just spots in each part of the stage of where you can just like chill and just kind of get through it. But I'm using that Vespear Destiny or Dynasty. That thing is, I think that thing is awesome. I cannot wait to put that thing in Crucible. I'm definitely going to bring that to I think I'm going to bring that to Trials of Osiris. That and a new Dead Orbit Scout Rifle, which I'll put a video on. A video up. It's like Dead Luna or something. I'll put a video up on it when I'm going to go and get into it a little bit. But anyways, so we're just going through it. No big deal. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. But like we were getting overrun over there, so I kind of came over here. I think I told him it was clear, and then he headed over. So you can see we're kind of just like in here. See, it'd be much better if I had a good solar hand cannon right now. I like using hand cannons and scout rifles for these type of missions. I just like the impact that they both provide, and they can really get rid of the shield really fast and stuff like that. What I do? I drop a heavy synth, I think. I can't drop a heavy synth yet. Make sure you guys are buying heavy synth from Xur. Ooh, and speaker. You can trade in shards, radiant or energy shards to the speaker. Two of one of those, two of this either shards will get you one more light. So I turned in pretty much all my shards. I don't need armor, upgradable armor anymore. I have a good set of armor that I like, and if I need more armor, I'll just run through Proto a couple times. They'll get it back real fast. But anyways, you could do a 1-for-1 exchange between energies and armor, energies and shards, either or. You could trade the stuff in for money, multi-light, and stuff like that. So I have like 500 something multi-light. So I'm really hoping Bungie. Sell exotic gauntlet engram or exotic helmet engram. Because I want the ram for the warlock that disorientates enemies when you pop Fireborn, and I want those new Beetle, Caffrey Sting, exotic hunter gauntlets. If you check my Nightfall video out after this one, my buddy actually gets the Caffrey Sting exotic gauntlets for his hunter, and what that does is that it gives you invisibility when you crouch for 4 seconds automatically, and then once you're invisible, if you're able to strike an enemy in the back, you get 4 times damage. So that is like a Crucible instant kill right there. You run up on somebody behind them. So this part right here, it's almost over. You know, he's got life. My buddy said, hey, he's got Solar Shield again. I said, hey, let me get my Gjallarhorn ready. You can use Hunger of Crota for that. And I just lay waste on him real quick. And that's pretty much it right there. We two-manned. We two-manned
Go back to
Prison of Elders level 32 at 32s. It wasn't that bad, as you can see. Those two parts right there are the hardest parts in the Prison of Elders. Other parts are not that bad, as long as you communicate. I don't know why people don't use their mics. It drives me crazy. But now this hole in the middle is going to open up, and you're going to drop down. I think I ended up dying on the way down, so I think I was trying to get all the way to the bottom without pumping the brakes. I don't die in this, so I die in the level 32 one. So you get to the bottom, and you can do Prison of Elders over and over and over and over again, as long as you have treasure keys. I think I have like 3 or 4 more treasure keys. So I open it up, boom, I get a new auto rifle. I get some materials. I get what what's it called? Her right hand. Aiming this weapon increases its. Let me see. Let me get back into it. That's all I got. Anyways, I'm not really worried about it. I don't think it's a very good auto rifle. Anyways, but that's 2-man. Level 32 Prison of Elders. Like always, I'll put my description. I'll put my information. My buddy died once. I died twice, and that's the whole entire Prison of Elders. That's all we did. He died once. I died twice. Boom. So, not that big of a deal. But at level 34, though, that's probably gonna be real difficult, especially if you're trying to go to it as a level 32. I would not recommend that. But level 33 probably doable, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.